Alright, I've joked about this a lot before, but now I'm ready to take it seriously, and I think you should too. What I'm talking about is the princess problem. If you're not familiar with the topic, it boils down to this. In this country, through Disney and Halloween costumes and all that other bullshit in toy stores, we're basically taking our young girls, before they'd ever conceive of thinking about romance, and we're making them dream about being princesses and that they're going to have a prince come rescue them someday and give them all this wonderful shit. And guess what? It ain't going to happen. All we end up with is a bunch of fucking pissed off women whose fantasies they wouldn't have come up with on their own never come true. And don't tell me I'm full of shit because you know I'm right. You ever notice how guys are just happy to have a beer and a little money in their pocket, maybe a blowjob, porn, pack of cigarettes, fucking hamburger off the grill, and everybody, women, will look at them and be like, oh my god, you're so primitive, you're like a caveman, you're a troglodyte, blah, 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 you're so simple. No, we're not so simple, we're normal. Nobody pumped us full of a bullshit promise that you want to sit around and wait for. There's no guy sitting around going, oh yeah, any day she's going to knock on my door and she'll be on a white pony and she's going to rescue me from all of this and make my life better. But women, from the time you're like this big, believe that shit. Go ahead and call me crazy, but you know I'm right. So you might think I'm just being silly here, but what I'm trying to do is come up with solutions for humankind so we can make the world a better place for the future. And one place we could start, since you ignore everything I say about GMOs and clean water and solar energy, is we need to destroy this whole princess thing. Today I'm talking to this fucking worthless idiot online, and she's telling me about how she likes to go out for coffee with her 11-year-old daughter and talk to her about her relationship problems. And she can't understand why her daughter can't get to sleep at night, has anxiety issues, and should probably be on Xanax, the mother suggested before I deleted her from Facebook. Well, let me fucking tell you something. I dated a girl that had an 11-year-old child back when I was in my 20s. And once again, when I was in my 30s, another one. And you know what we did with that 11-year-old? We took her to the beach to run around and fly a kite. We took her to a field with a butterfly net and let her catch butterflies. We let her play with our friend's puppy for hours rolling around in the grass. We didn't give her caffeine and talk to her about fucking relationship issues. And I'll tell you, you want to understand something about the problems, the enmity between men and women that you see so prevalently these days? Back when people were working on a farm and getting dirty all day, you didn't see this bullshit, all right? You talk to people from other countries, and you don't see this bullshit. I hang out with women from fucking Slovakia, or from England, or from Germany. They don't act like American women. You know why? Because they weren't pumped up with the fucking princess bullshit. So if you want to know what you can do to make this world a better place, since you won't take the time to learn about GMOs, is if you do have a daughter, or a friend with a daughter, or a sister with a daughter, don't fucking throw them a 5-year-old princess-themed birthday. Don't buy them anything from Frozen. If you watch a fucking princess-themed movie with them, be sure to tell them at the end, it's all bullshit. Don't tell them, oh yeah, one day your prince will come, because you might as well make him a heroin addict. And you want to know why it's not happening to boys in America? Because men wouldn't do that to boys. We're not evil as a result of being poisoned by the princess culture. It starts like this. Guys wouldn't tell little boys that shit. We tell it like it is. Don't fucking get married. And if you gotta think with your dick, at least don't marry when you got drunk and got pregnant. What do women do? They know it's not true. And they're fucking miserable because of being poisoned with it. But the next fucking 4-year-old that comes along, they're out buying them a fucking tiara and a copy of Frozen. The fuck is wrong with you? This is what I see. You roll at a barbecue, and one woman fucking goes nuts because guy says something about, don't tell her that a wand is magic, and the woman goes, and the guy's like, holy shit. And then some little boy's like, Dad, why is that woman crazy? And Dad's like, 'cause they're all crazy. And then the woman's like, I heard that! And he's like, fuck you! And the little girl starts crying, her tiara falls in the dog shit, the dog starts eating her ice cream cone, little boy's like, what the fuck? And the guy's like, look son, whatever you do, don't ever get married. You know what the woman does? After cleaning the dog shit off the tiara and getting the little girl a new ice cream cone and telling her that the doggy didn't mean anything, she'll sit there and rub the girl's hair and say, and don't worry, one day your prince will come. No. What the fuck? Stop that shit. Think about the future. And learn something about GMOs. They're both important.